Okay. G'day everyone and welcome to another week of Aussie Botcast. I got myself and the lads here for our Sunday night catch up and another friend from New Zealand who is staying up late and taking the day off work for completely legitimate reasons tomorrow so he can talk to us in Australia and around the world. So welcome Miles from Transformer Collectors New Zealand. So pleased to have you here, mate. And thank you
for having me.
Thank you for staying up, which is, party time for people of...
Kia ora, New Zealand, and anyone in England, right, bruv?
100%. So we are streaming for... We have a nice little show. The title was the Anti-Hasbro Collector, and if you're tuning in for a bit of a brouhaha, bit of a hashtag beat-up, this is not the episode to do it, but as we were talking about in the pre-show, we get Miles starting to talk about non-transforming Transformers, then all of a sudden I see his blood pressure spike up and the little veins start to pop up on the side of his head.
Just the side right here.
Yeah, when we have that debate, he might just have to make an appearance, at least in the comments, and tell us what he thinks of non-transforming Transformers. And if you have thoughts about non-transforming Transformers, you can let us know right now. It's not the topic, but we are absolutely pleased to be here. And
to each their own.
To each their own. And that's true. We collect what brings us joy. Hodor says hi. Hold the door, the Triptychon guy. We had a classic episode with him. We had such a good chat. So nice to have our new friend in the Netherlands, and he has been phenomenal. We stayed up very late last week. We stayed for another full hour post-stream at a ball. And even in the Netherlands, where I think it was around lunchtime for you, even you were starting to look a bit weary towards the end, but we're so glad we had the chat. If you are in New Zealand, it is a late night, so we appreciate, and we've been getting feedback that our fans there catch us on the replays. So good morning to you. If you're tuning in to us during your workday on Monday, we're so pleased that you watch us. Please feel free to take part in the conversation and be in the comments as well. So if you're here, thank you for joining us. Please like, subscribe, share. We set a target for, and I uploaded every slide except, yes, we have a target for 150 subscribers, and we are, as of tonight, at 120. So we're only 30 away. So tell your friends about us. Tell your non-Transformer friends about us. Tell them they can watch some very polite and wonderful and interesting nerds on a Sunday night, talk about all sorts of random stuff. And maybe they can get sent one of these 3 variant covers of issue 25, donated by Robert Smith. Thank you, Rob, for your donation. And we are going to send these out. And just to prove the fact that we actually send these prizes out, right, and it's not rigged because he's a guest, but Miles actually won the Bumblebee statue. So now he has his first pop figure ever. We shipped it to New Zealand from Australia, and it's been around his workplace, it's been on the golf cart, and now it's in his collection room. So we do send these out. So here's my question just to kick us off before we get into our main topic. We're going to touch on a little bit of news or a little bit of new collection additions, but what has got you excited this week? I'm going to kick it off. So I watched the trailer for the re-release of Transformers the movie, which I'm hoping that we get that one night showing here in Australia. And I know our friends in New Zealand hope that as well. So I watched the trailer. It was very like dystopian, alien-esque. I kept flashing back to like those 90s suspense sci-fi kind of movies with the soundtracks and the da-das and the very dramatic pauses. But at the end, first, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched this movie, Optimus Prime dies, right? But secondly, at the end of the trailer, they had an additional scene where you got a little twitchy Optimus Prime figure and a hint at a next chapter coming. I know what the next chapter is. If you know and you want to give us some heads up, please feel free to let us know in the comments. But that's actually quite cool because I've heard nothing about that previously. So that's what I'm liking in Transformers World this week. Miles, you're next on my screen, so why don't you go second for me? Got anything that's exciting you this week besides this show?
I also watched that trailer, and the music on that was different, but quite cool.
Yeah.
It just gave it a different feel, like a bit more urgent. But then the little prime fingers at the end is like, oh, they're bringing him back. What's that going to mean? Are we going to get a new show? What the? And then it's like, it's pretty cool. But that trailer needed more Stan Bush. Come on.
Yeah.
Not the same without Stan Bush. But,
the Stan Bush concert got televised as well.
I watched that on YouTube. I was like singing along because I love that stuff, man. Old 80s rock.
So good.
For me, I watched He-Man the other day. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to be getting the Craftsman Toys Ultra Magnus, which has been shipped. You know what it's like when stuff gets shipped. You just, I better check the tracking. Is it shipped yet? Oh, they picked it up. Is it on the plane yet? Oh, come on. So yeah, I'm real excited for that. That's
you're in suspense. It's
just hurry up and get here.
It's part of the thrill of getting those packages. That's part of the hook, isn't it?
And
Ordering
for me,
getting those packages on your shop or on your tracker and watching them kind of come in.
For me, all my stuff comes from, you can't buy it in New Zealand. It all comes from overseas.
Yeah.
So it all comes from China, and sometimes it takes 4 or 5 days. Sometimes it's 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, and we want to get a little insight into what collecting is like in New Zealand during the show as well. But speaking of packages, that's really not the best introduction for you, Stelios, but I don't know.
Oh, yes, it is.
Or it could be.
I was more going, well, like, speaking of excitement for packages, but that actually doesn't work any better. So I'm just going to throw it to you. What are you excited for, mate?
Oh, so excited for the packages I'm about to receive. Definitely. Oh my god. I've got the Timelines samurai feudal Japan themed both the 2 packs, the Optimus and Starscream and the Megatron and Bumblebee on the way. I think they're coming about Wednesday this week. So looking forward to those because I really liked the Hearts of Steel stuff that we got in Timelines. That was a lot of fun. So these ones are shaping up to be just as good. And I'm excited to see what they do next with that. Also got the Age of the Primes, Victor Prime, the gold one, which is the quote-unquote final one that we've got coming, but we also have Sentinel Prime coming in the future, and I want to get that translucent blue Optimus as the 13th because that thing just looks regal as hell. So that's, yeah. And obviously we've had a lot of toy reveals this week. I'm not going to go into all of them, but there's a lot of really cool stuff coming. I'm very excited for that.
You've got some full shopping carts on the way, don't you?
Oh, yes, definitely. My wallet is not happy with me at the moment.
My wallet is not talking to you. Feudal Optimus is interesting to transform, Rob says. Evening, Rob. Nice to have you here. I've been keeping an eye on those Iron Factory Transformers, and they're doing samurai versions of a lot of Transformers, including Menasor.
Yeah, Menasor at the moment is the one that's coming.
Yeah, they're really tempting, and they've done a whole series. They've done Samurai Grimlock as well, and a whole heap of others. They're very, very tempting. Hello from Christchurch, New Zealand. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Pretty presenting.
We're keeping
Was
keeping
that Alan?
some in the country. Now we're going from packages to biscuits. Josh, what's tickling your biscuits this week?
Hey, Gravedigger. Can't wait.
Gravedigger.
The best monster truck around, and he looks really good.
loving the scythe weapon with all the exhaust ports. It's going to be a cracker of a figure. Not too keen on the other monster truck designs, but I have to get a Gravedigger in the collection.
You have to get. You've got they're doing a 4-pack with, of course, Bumblebee, Optimus, Megatron, Starscream, all as monster trucks. I saw a snippet of the package for that. It looks
really,
yeah. There's some sort of box set going on, so that's going to be very cool. But it's great to see the monster trucks. I would love to see more monster trucks come in. Absolutely. All right, Scotty, how about you, my friend? What's exciting you this week?
Well, yeah, I like the look of the monster truck, the Gravedigger. He looks really, really nice. And I don't know, but that Shockwave whale, there is something about that looks magnificent. It is great in both modes. I love that whale mode. It's going to come with a stand so you can present him in whale mode, which I think is probably the way I'm going to go with it from what I've seen.
Holy shit.
I think I'll be keen on that.
It is a real thing.
Yeah,
I like whales a lot, and I think I'd be keen on that.
I'm glad that that's what the fans chose. Like, they could have chosen something stupid, but no, they went with something really good. I think it'll suit Shockwave. Shockwave would be a whale. Like, I just think it's going to be a fantastic Transformer. So I'm looking forward to that one, and the movie. I'd like to see the movie when it comes out. So that'll be fun. I'd like to take Magnus with me. He'd enjoy it, I think.
Yeah, Magnus, your son, he absolutely would. I want to take Dion, my boy, with me as well. But I have not heard about this whale. So
you haven't seen it? It is lovely looking.
It up to stage now.
Yeah. They've got the prototype up, so they've shown the actual prototype of it. It looks really, really good.
So this was this actually a fan vote?
Yeah. In fact, they had a fan vote, and they were going to do sea creatures. So I think everyone went for the whale, and it just looks. Yeah, I've seen the prototype's up. It looks really, really good. It looks really good.
Yeah. So Megatron is
you'll be able to put it in that whale mode and just have it in that, and the tail looks like it's articulated, and then the tail becomes part of the weapon, or the fins become a sword or something like that. It looks like it's going to have a few play features too.
Yeah, maybe put a skylight next to him. That'd be So who voted for Megatron Warthog then?
I've got the Megatron Warthog. You're going to love that one. That's really, really good.
Megatron Warthog. That is brilliant. I was not expecting that. Never heard of it, and that is very, very cool. I like it.
I just noticed the inside his mouth. The opening inside his mouth is the same shape as the barrel on his G1 gun mode. It's that kind of octagon shape.
He's got the single eye on top of his head, which is like where the blowhole would normally be, but they've used the single eye instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
he doesn't need to breathe.
That is that's really, really cool. I love that.
I think it's gonna look really nice.
Yeah. Very, very nice. You're a fan of the Seacons, Josh.
He'll go right beside my Seacons for sure.
100%. All right. Let's get into the topic. Thank you to everyone who's joining us in the chat so far. Thank you again for tuning in. We are very honored to have you. And we hope you enjoy the show. Tonight we are talking about. Did I put a slide up? No, I didn't. Tonight we are talking about the Anti-Hasbro Collector. Mile. How dare you pick such a title and put such
Don't blame me.
Oh, that was actually me. And so what we're talking about, what we've found has been really interesting as we're talking to different people. Potter from Triptychon Guy, we were talking to Bradley from EP Arts, we're talking to Jason Murray about his collections, is the evolution of the collectors and the collecting. We're of the ethos that even if this isn't something that you're interested in doing for your own collections, part of the fun of a show like this is peeking into other people's collections and hearing the stories behind why they collect what they do and what they've collected over the past. And so when I was approaching Miles about this show, and I saw his annual video that he does for insurance purposes to to document his collection. And I was looking at all the pieces and he was explaining them. I was like, oh my God, like there's barely any Hashtag stuff there. And that's where I came up with the idea for this episode. But it's not to vilify Hasbro. It's not to vilify Takara, right? We're just finding where Miles is currently at in his collection and seeing some of the beautiful pieces that he has. And so that's what we're talking about today. So Miles, you shall forever be known as Anti-Hasbro Miles.
I like everything. I just got to define my collecting to a certain few things.
So Miles, tell us, where did your fandom start? What did you first start collecting? And let's start there. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I when it comes to Transformers, I think I'm very, very lucky to be the age that I am. So when Transformers came out, I was 4 years old, turning 5. And then suddenly all these really cool toys were in the toy shop. So me being a 4 or 5-year-old kid was like, this is me. I'm into this. This is what I want. And then the cartoon come out, and then I want the rest of them. It's amazing. So I got into Transformers when it came out. My first figure that I ever got was G1 Cliff Jumper, and then followed by Hubcap.
Yeah.
I thought Hubcap was Bumblebee, and I couldn't figure out why his face was different when I was a kid. But anyway. And then I think not long after that Christmas, I got Thundercracker from Santa. I still remember to this day getting Thundercracker out of my Santa's stocking, and my dad getting it out and saying, "This is too complex for you, son. I'm going to transform it." And he was fiddling around with it for ages, and I was just like, "No, give it here." Transformed it, and then from that moment onwards, up until exactly right now, I have the same level of interest and love for Transformers that I've always have. It's never gone away.
Yeah.
So
even in puberty, because like a lot of the common story is like, you know, puberty hits and you're like, I got other interests for a while.
I had my first girlfriend when I was 12, who I was petrified of because all of the girly bits. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do with it. But I still had some Action Masters because they were out at the time, I think, as well. So there you go. You just got to prioritize your time for each one.
Yeah, the Action Masters got you through. The Action Masters,
and they don't transform.
Well, I was going to say
Action
Action Masters don't transform
Masters.
there, Miles.
But you know why they were cool? Because they were posable. And
Yeah.
a lot of the G1 stuff wasn't posable, which is what I really wanted as a kid.
Yeah.
It was the introduction of articulation, right? And when you
exactly, just when it started to. The late G1s and the G2s, but those Action Masters were like a G.I. Joe figure or whatever.
Yeah, and that was part of the concept, right? Those Action Masters bringing in that articulation and you start to realize how much you were doing with these transformable bricks. As cool as they were,
they didn't do much. And as a kid, that's why I always stay with Transformers. But as a kid, to play with toys, I didn't really get into G.I. Joe, but like Centurions and He-Man and Visionaries. We had a thing called Starcom in the UK. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Yes, I've heard about that.
Mask stuff as well. So yeah, toys to play with were the more posable ones, so you could use your imagination. But Transformers were always there, and they were always the coolest. But they just didn't quite do what I wanted them to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. Have any of you other gents heard of Starcom?
Oh, dude, you got to Google Starcom. Those things are sick, honestly.
So, I found out about these from the lads at Triple Takeover on one of their podcasts, and basically the spacefaring set, but they had mechanical magnets. So the cargo holds would open. There'd be automation of the parts as you kind of transform these space figures. And they were just brilliant. And they were so beautifully designed and so much thought into them. The thing that let them down, which lets a lot of these amazing series down, lines down, is the fiction. There wasn't a strong enough fiction behind them to keep kids engaged, right? But some of those pieces are phenomenal. We're already getting some thirst for you to do a tour, but just hold your horses, okay? We will definitely do a tour. And JC0108, thank you for tuning in. That's our first tune in from yourself, so thank you very much. And Captain Australia, good to see you back, my friend. What's up? Well, Stelios has got some packages, and Josh has got some biscuits. So let's go into this, all right? So we've got a.
How cool is that?
We got some
Fans
beautiful
ones, lovely.
Yeah.
Now you'll see little Bumblebee there. There's a few of those photos. I just thought chuck Bumblebee in for scale, so you just get an idea of how big they are. So that's Studio Series 86 Bumblebee.
Yeah, very nice.
Wow.
Now, I apologise in advance. I'm really, really bad at names and remembering names. So that's the green G2 Predator jet.
Sky Stalker, I think it is.
Oh.
No, not Stalker. Stalker's the tank.
And
Yeah.
Skyquake?
Isn't it Sky?
Yeah,
I think it's
something like that,
Skyquake.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's not. It's a repaint of Overlord. So that's basically Overlord with a new color scheme, a new weapon, and a new head sculpt. And you can see down the front by Bumblebee, it's got the two Power Masters.
So
I was going to say he's got those pointy bits on his shoulders and that little the barrels just under his chest. That's definitely Overlord. Yeah.
Yeah,
That color,
when you put
the color
Power
scheme
Masters
of
in his
the
chest, the guns come out of his chest.
the color
I've got
schemes of
the
the G2
Overlord version
are
of
so
this.
good.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
I've got the
he's
Overlord
cool,
version.
eh?
It's lovely.
Yeah, I've got him down there as
who's this
well.
from, Mike?
It's from Fans Hobby.
Fans
Yeah.
Hobby.
So they've just had their
Fans Hobby makes some spectacular stuff. I'm a big fan of the Fans Hobby stuff. I've got a few of them. I've got the
They're
Megatron
quite-
and all of those ones. They're
they're-
really good.
they're very, very good, and they're quite a unique third-party company. Where the way I look at it is, they kind of make masterpiece versions of toys, rather than like a masterpiece version of a character out of a cartoon, where they try and make it like the cartoon. They seem to make their toys. They look and feel like toys, but they're like a high-quality version of them. And
And they take all
the Overlord. He's not small, is he?
He's a big boy.
Yeah,
and they
you take
take
him out
all
box,
the
you're like, oh my god.
They
Go
take
ahead,
all
Scotty.
the obscure characters as well, so they don't take
this
what
is
all
the
the
stuff
other
that I love.
companies are doing.
Yeah.
So they won't make another Blitzwing or something like that, or an Astro Train. They'll go and do like like this one here, or they'll go and do or the Stalker one that they've done, or they will do Machine Wars, Soundwave, just really random ones.
Which is cool. Which those Stalker and Soundwave are based off their Double Dealer.
Yes, yeah, fantastic mold, and
I don't have
two
Stalker,
repaints
but
are
I've got
great.
the other ones. Stalker's the one I didn't order. I'm so annoyed about it. I really wanted that Stalker. It's like purple and pink, and oh man, the colours are awesome. Like pure G2 goodness.
It is. The Machine Wars Soundwave is also a lovely recolor though. So
yeah, he's dope. He's really cool.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have the bird head from Double Dealer, so you can chuck his half of his cannon thing on the back and off on the shoulder.
And they done Mega Zarek and things like that. So, they just do some really interesting characters.
Yeah, and it's right.
So I'm not sure if
as
we're
well.
doing this tonight, Miles, but apparently this spot's been claimed. So
This is like seriously, this is like in the bloody Facebook group. You just like, oh, check this out. It's calling this claim.
How you claiming it? So I don't know if that's the rotation that every bot we show, someone can just claim.
Is this like this isn't stream? This is just one large giant claim sale.
So you talked about your first bots that you got obviously as a kid, but what was your first third party or KO bot?
First, actually, I've actually got my first ones. My first masterpiece one. I dug this out. It's Starscream, and it's yellow, and it's still sort of in decent shape, but it's very, very yellow. But it's a fantastic jet mode, very, very clean.
Hang on, let me just. I worked out how to do this last week.
I'll just swoosh it around while I'm waiting.
Yeah. Wait. All right, got
There
it.
we go.
Yeah.
Hold it up. Swish them around.
That's the original masterpiece Starscream. It just looks like someone's peed on him because he's that yellow.
Well, dude,
But
it's your
the first party I got would have been third party would have been 2012 or 13. It's which came up on. We have a thing called Trade Me in New Zealand. I don't know if you've got it in Aussie, which is just like a second-hand online shopping place.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, nice.
Rundle.
Yeah.
So in my house,
Yeah,
because I
sure.
watched the cartoon. Rumble's blue in the cartoon, so Rumble. And he turns into a gun for Soundwave.
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
He's about the same size as a masterpiece one.
Yeah, that's excellent. And so, what got you interested in the third parties? Was it something that appealed to you about these guys?
I think I always was interested in them. I was a mainline collector until what was it? Menasor, Legacy Menasor. I got that at the box, and no offense to each their own, but I got that out of the box and was like, no, I'm done with this.
Yeah, right.
And that's what changed my mind. But up until then, it was always mainline. It was always going from the classics line and all the cartoons like the Energon, the Cybertron, and all those ones.
So, was that Combiner Wars Menasor?
No, that was Legacy. I loved that.
Legacy.
I loved Combiner Wars Mega Menasor because of the upgrade kit.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Well, most of those combiners, if you're being honest, were quite terrible and very unstable. But once you put the upgrade kits on them, they look bloody good on the shelf.
Yeah. Okay. And then, how extensive was your collection in the main line before you started to switch over to third party?
Like it was. I like to think of myself as like just your average collector. But if you can see my shelves behind me.
Yep.
They're just cheap shelves from Bunnings. I'm not wasting money on details and all that because that's toy money I could use. So we went hard during Siege and Earthrise, and that was a fantastic time, to be fair, when the Siege came out, because they started doing things like the ankle tilt and the scale wise, everything was in the scale with each other, so you could build your collections and everything would fit well together.
Yep.
But I would have had probably about maybe I like combiners, so about 20 combiners and a couple of hundred figures, I guess. All up.
Decent sized collection, and a big commitment, right? To move them on. Do you keep much of that collection? Did you end up keeping much of that collection, or did you move it on?
I've kept 2 figures.
We'll see them on the tour. See them on the tour. Let's have a little look at some others here. Welcome Zerdy, welcome Spartan. Thank you for tuning in, and good to see you again. Yeah, we have a very nice Onslaught.
Magic Square Masterpiece Onslaught. Chef's kiss for those Combaticons. Oh, Brawl.
Yeah, we also have brawl
That's-
in the side deck.
That brawl I would honestly say from my experience is the best transformer I've ever had the pleasure of handling.
Really? And why is that?
It's almost perfect. It's very cartoon-esque, but the bot mode is almost exactly what it's like in the cartoon. Hank is bang on to the cartoon. For a third-party figure, the transformation is not stupid. It's intuitive. It's complicated, but it's intuitive. But the articulation on that thing is just insane. Like you can tip his head round so you can see through his legs. That's how much of an head crunch he's got. Got butterfly joints in the arms. The fingers are individually articulated. Head can move all the way up, all the way down. It's just blows. One of those figures when the company just goes the extra mile, or the first company to do that, and you just, wow, I wasn't expecting this. It's just really, really good. And to the point where I've uncombined them from Bruticus back to their bot modes, because the bot modes are amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And each of the combatant ones have that same level of articulation and design. Are they all on par with Swindle?
Not all on par. Swindle's probably the weakest.
Really?
But only because he doesn't have an ab crunch and his fingers are articulated.
Right.
There's not much in it. And probably Blaster as well.
And so with your collection, like we will go on that collection tour a bit later, but I can see you really nail those the dynamic posing of your bots. Do you tend to find a pose for them and keep them in that? Or do you regularly kind of go around and switch them around and have a play?
I am not a pose it, put it on the shelf, never transform it kind of person. Man, if I've got a transformer, that thing's getting transformed, whether it's difficult or easy or what, it's getting transformed. It's going to get moved around. It's going to get reposed. It's going to come off a shelf and go on a different shelf. It's always the display area is like it's a fluid display area. It's never the same. It's always changing. Like I changed the shelf today, just on impulse. Just
That's very cool.
Always getting done. So it's got to be transformed.
It's got to be transformed. It's got to be played with.
Unless it's a fan toys figure like Ratchet, when you just go nope.
Yeah. Well, so complication of transformation is a factor for you in terms of your own collection.
Not really. It's just I like an intuitive transformation. Like it's got to make sense. And there's a company called Mastermind Creations, or MMC, or MMC sometimes called. They do wizardry with their transformations. They somehow manage to make things work, and they make it work logically.
Yeah.
And man, but that is one of the reasons why I love their figures. But then you've got a company like Fans Toys who make the bee's knees of third-party figures. They're like the king of the mountain, I guess.
Yep.
With lots of die cast and hefty, heavy figures, but
it's an early
dude who designed them, man, jeez, they do not transform very well. Not fun at all.
Hearts of Steel and Shockwave.
That's Shockwave.
So it's an early product like this one. This is the earliest releases.
That is phenomenal. Can you give us
a mini submarine in it too, like a mini Shockwave submarine that comes out.
Yeah, that's cool. I've seen that. I've seen a few videos of that.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've had it since it came out, so I was lucky to get it when it came out when they were still a smaller company. So yeah, I've sort
give us a slow rotation of that bad boy, please, Scotty.
Do you keep them in? Do you generally just keep them in ship mode or boat mode?
Yeah, I keep this one in boat mode just because I love the boat mode more than his actual robot mode.
You need to chuck a Shockwave on the back, just captain of the ship.
You can put him against
there's a mini one inside him. Like I say, there's like a little submarine that can come out of here. and it's like a little miniature version of
Yeah,
this, basically. So yeah, it's
that's very cool.
fantastic.
That's the first person
Yeah.
I know who's had one of those. That's awesome.
That
yeah,
is-
this almost made my top 5 list. Almost.
Almost.
When we did that episode, top 5, you could pit them against this against the whale, and
Yes.
you know, we could you could have a bit of a brouhaha between Shockwave the battleship and Shockwave the whale.
I'm a whale. I'm a ship. Rah.
Yes, well.
Hey,
It'll be
I
fun.
want to give a shout out, guys, to Taisha and Leroy Jenkins. Thank you for tuning in. Taisha does ask, Miles, what lighting do you use to make the room so bright, aside from your
Okay.
chart?
I appreciate the comment. Thank you. I am really, really cheap. It's the Kiwi thing when it comes to shelves, lights, and all that. I do not want to spend any money whatsoever. So I
You know,
bought
if
some.
you're really cheap, your third party would not be the first thing people would think of. If you
No,
keep
but
calling-
when Kiwis do stuff, they do it well. So focus is on
Can't
that.
argue with that.
Mm,
So yeah, my lighting is cheap strip lighting from AliExpress. It costs like probably I think 50 New Zealand, so like 45 Aussie bucks
yep.
for power unit and 5 1.5 meter strips. Just because it's metal garage shelving, just stick it on the inside of the shelf, and it does work the treat.
Nice.
But Taisha's right; it does beautifully light up that room and gives it a very nice, like everything's very
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
But yeah, you don't have to go and spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever. I mean, they do look nice, but if you're like me and you're wanting to mess around with things and transform them and repose them, that works.
yeah. I was sharing a room, a collector's room, not Transformers. So you know, they have that working against them. But I was sharing a collector room with the panel cast a couple of weeks ago, and he had full like automatic spaceship doors, full size statues. Like the thing was insane. It was not even next level. It was 1,000 times above next level. But
When you got big statues like that, that's perfect.
Yeah.
You
And
need
he had
the shelving to make the very expensive statues still look very expensive.
Yeah, and walls of hot toys. And if you ever want to feel better about what you spend on Transformers, all you have to do is
Yeah, that's expensive.
collector. Right? It's just phenomenal. It was really, really cool. But yeah, out of our price range. Oh, I just made you huge on my
Thank
screen. Yeah. There we go. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm clicking buttons. While I'm clicking buttons, can someone talk so I can cover my what I'm doing here? Here we go. I'm back. All right, so let's move to the next spot. Look at this bad boy.
That's
I chucked
cool.
G2, baby.
Yeah, G2.
That's cool.
Lovely. I've got this one.
That first episode when you guys, come and watch this, it's G2. And I was like, I don't even care who the hell you guys were. I was like, G2, baby. I'm watching that. I absolutely love G2.
That's 90s. That's 90s all over, isn't it?
It's just brilliant, though.
Yeah.
Someone said they've got that one as well.
Yeah, that'd be me.
Yeah.
Scotty's just pulling them all out. By the way, someone wants to,
I've got a few third parties. I'm a big fan of them.
It's not the best Bruticus, but it's a really good Bruticus.
Yeah. It does. All the individual modes do look quite good, but yeah, it's not the best or the most accurate, but those colors on it just pop. Like it looks really, really good in
For
person.
me, it's like I've got that Magic Square one, which is very, very toon accurate, I guess. And I'm more of I want masterpiece versus the toys that I had mainly. So I've got their G1 version as well, and that to me just looks like a toy accurate Bruticus, which I quite like. I'm very, very toy accurate, which is unusual. Most people like wanting everything to be too accurate.
Yeah. Hey, Scotty, the people are calling for you to transform that Steamboat Willie Shockwave.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, don't
Hells
make him
no.
do that.
That takes forever. It's
Yeah.
the early MMC. They were not really good on their tolerances or their transformability.
And
Yeah.
there's your answer. There's your answer, Spartan. That's an indication of how tough he is to transform.
Yes. Yeah, I'd have to set aside a good
Beautiful
half an
figure,
hour
though.
and put a few drinks aside for myself.
Emma, thank you for joining us. You're excused for being late. We expect we'll check your notes and check your homework later. All right. But thank you again for coming in and joining us. Well, let's move on. What do we got here, Miles?
I'm quite blind, so I've moved my glasses. So
Fans' toys.
no, the Ben's Voice Cerebros, the head for Fortress Maximus.
Oh yes. So can we expect to see the 4-foot Fortress Maximus?
Yeah, that's going to be about 1 and a bit meters tall, I think, 1.5 meters tall. It's going to be ridiculous, and I'm not buying it. No chance of buying that. But I wanted the Headmaster because that's my sort of time period. The Headmasters, Power Masters,
yeah.
So I just wanted the Headmaster. And going back to the liking the toy accurate, that's Ultra Magnus and his toy cup from X Transbots.
How do you find the X Transbots?
I hate them with a passion, with an absolute passion. Like every single one I've bought has problems.
Broken. Yeah.
I
don't learn from them either. I still keep buying them because they look so good.
I drew the line at Misfire. Misfire's one of his legs is basically disintegrated, and they had was a Brainstorm just got released, and I'm sitting over the buy button on my phone. Like, no, I'm done with them. Not buying that. No more.
Where do the X Transbots fall down? Like, is there a consistent fault that kind of comes through? Is it the quality of the plastic? Is it the tolerance?
The general engineering and the quality control. So having so you'll have a metal hinge, but it's attached to a piece of thin plastic. So what do you do when you continuously move this hinge? You're going to break the piece of plastic because it can't bear the weight of the metal, for example.
Yep.
And the Brainstorm that came out, he couldn't stand up.
Yeah, right.
So with I guess with these two companies here, with X Transbots and Fans Toys, they are renowned for their ridiculous transformations, and they're more of a figure I see in collections where people buy them, put them on the shelf, and just leave them there and look at them. You don't do anything with them.
Yep.
Once they're on the shelf, they don't move, which they're perfect for that. But I want to transform them, and I don't want them to break.
Yeah.
Like that Magnus, I think I transformed him once, and it took me an hour and 20 minutes or so to transform him from a robot to a truck. It shouldn't take an hour and 20 minutes to transform him from a robot to a truck. And I never ever use instructions. I love figuring these out when I get them brand new.
Yeah.
So if I'd watched the video, it might have been a bit quicker, but
that's a bit of
fun.
Got
to do them blind. It's part of the fun.
Yeah, 100%. There's a puzzle aspect to these wonderful bots.
And you mistransform them as well, and then like 6 months later, you realise you mistransformed it. And, oh wow, this does this now. And figured that out.
Scream Man, welcome back. Good to see you for another week. You'll believe that Fort Max exists when I see it. It will come eventually. I don't know if the plastic and Cerebros will survive the wait.
They did tease it again last year, but there's been nothing since. So
nothing this year.
We'll believe it when we see it.
And now they've announced they're going to do a Scorponok because Transbots announced it. So who knows when they're going to do anything.
Yeah, they're very like to be in control of everything.
Yeah.
That's testing people's.
The holy grail of my collection. when I sold off, I didn't sell all my mainline stuff off at once. I would find the figure I wanted, sell a few mainline figures to pay for that figure, and then so on and so on. So my first objective was I need a G1 Jetfire.
Yeah.
And when that thing is just amazing, man. That's such a cool figure. And the fact that if you look at it now is you've got, just looking at it, it's got all the articulation, or nearly all the articulation you want in a figure. But it was what, 1983, 84 this came out? It's insane.
This really set the standard, didn't it? Like, we talked about Action Masters and their articulation, but a transforming bot with this level of articulation back in the 80s, just
amazing, yeah.
And
I love jets.
E15 Valkyrie with weird colors. It's great, man.
We've got a couple of Valkyries down there as well.
Yeah, 100%. We got them.
They're all called Jetfire, not Valkyrie. Oh, this guy. So this was a KO, a knockoff of one of those Valkyries. It's I think 1 to 65 scale, I think. Whereas Jetfires is 1 to 55. Could be wrong on those, but I got a couple of those knockoff Valkyries, and it's like, man, someone please just paint this in the right colors, make it red, white, and black, and we can get a Jetfire out of it. And I think a year and a half or so ago they did, and that's just glorious. And the most amazing thing about that is they packaged it in a like, these guys do not care about copyright. It came in a G1 Jetfire box, packaged like a G1 Jetfire with all the artwork on it, all the official artwork. And when you pull it out of the box and you see this, and you're like, oh my god, that is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So when did you pick up this KO Jetfire?
Oh, a year and a half, I think. A year and a half ago.
Yep. And where'd you pick them up from?
Josie's store in China. So,
yeah, right.
So Josie's store is probably the go-to for third-party figures in the world. There's plenty of other places like Joseph Prime or Robot Kingdom or even Big Bang Toy Store in America. But these guys have the best prices. They're always cheaper. Sometimes they take a bit longer to get the figures. And they've got like the little point system. So when you spend, you get points. And like I've used my points twice to get the Omnibot Override. I didn't pay a cent for that. Got that from my points.
Oh, very nice. This KO and what I've seen of the KOs, even of the Studio series, they're starting to release SS86 Dinobots, and they've done Optimus, I believe, and I've got a knockoff
Optimus over there.
Yeah, they fixed some of the issues that were present in the bots, which you wouldn't expect a KO company to do, but they do. No, did you have any issues with this version of Jetfire?
No, that was actually I've got 2 other KOs of that mold, and that was the best version by a long way. It's solid. That's
love it.
That's that beast between Soundwave was talking about before.
Yeah, golden abs.
Which is it comes with randomly because it's Soundwave, and because it's based off Double Dealer being a Power Master, you get 3 Power Masters, and there's Soundwave's cassettes. So you get Power Master Frenzy, the red one, who's in his chest, Rumble down the bottom, and then Rat Bat. And then you're sitting there holding this Rumble going, I've got a Power Master Rumble. Like, when was there ever a Power Master Rumble? I've got one though. It's brilliant. Who would have thought?
He's crazy. I love the aesthetic of him is just phenomenal. While we're checking out this beautiful bot on screen, I just want to throw to So I'm just keeping an eye on the chat. And one thing I love is that our chat is constantly getting more active each week. But now we have more people apologizing for missing the start, which is so nice. It's so nice that they're apologizing for missing the start. It's really, really cool. So I just it brings a smile to my face that you guys tune in and do that amazing thing. And if Mikey was here, we'd get him to raise his hands and we'd go, please like and subscribe. So he'll have to do that remotely today. But yeah, I love like, you know, Nathan didn't miss the start. He's just been lurking, but other people are apologizing for doing it. And Aggie, thank you so much for sharing the link. I really, really appreciate it. We all really appreciate it. And you can claim any bot in Miles' collection from here on in, just as our thanks for that. Okay.
Yeah, you got to swim to get it though. And it's not open to anyone in Christchurch because they know where I live.
Yeah, that's true. You may get knocks on the door. Speaking of beautiful bots, what do we have here, Miles?
That's another fan's hobby. So the Predator jets. Helen, I'm guessing. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
You need like little name plaques for your collection.
I do, man, because I just look at it and I go, I know what that is, but I don't know what that is. Like the little one down the front.
Predator jet.
Yeah.
Do any of your bots?
They released like all 4 of them in the end, I think, didn't they? I think this was the final one that they released.
Yeah. So I picked up every one of those.
And they all shared the same mold?
No. So there's the 3 molds. The first slide you showed, which was the Overlord remold.
Oh yes.
Skyquake, and then they did the Powermaster, Red Wind, and Darkwing, the 2 jets that joined together to make Red Wind. So 2 of these are based off Red Wind, the F-16, and then the other 2 are based off Darkwing, who's the Tornado fighter bomber with the sweep back wings. I don't know if anyone knows that jets or not. So they're all just basically remolds, and 2 of them have got obviously more of a remold with the forward facing wings, but generally just they give them a new head sculpt and a couple of slight remolds. So they don't really look like the DC Predator jets, but they're the same colours.
Yeah, phenomenal. What bot in your collection has the biggest, like, do you collect off aesthetics, or do you have bots that you have an emotional attachment to and the third party is kind of the best representation of that character? I know we talked about Jetfire, and Jetfire was your holy grail, so he's obviously an emotional, there's an emotional attachment there, but are there others in your collection that you've just
So, for me personally, third party does do what I want. But I generally have, I have to think about this, probably 3 sets of criteria. One is the nostalgia from when I was a kid. So the figures that I had when I was a kid. So talking about Darkwing and Redwind, Ape Face being another one. They were my favourite 3 characters when I was a child. So they were holy grail acquisitions when I started collecting third party, because the mainline ones were not good.
Yeah.
There's also stuff like, looking around, stuff my dad bought me when I was a kid. So Inferno and Red Alert and Ratchet, Cracks. Like if my dad hadn't bought me those, I wouldn't be then interested in.
Yeah.
So there's the emotional side of it. There's the what I'm looking for, which was again from being a kid. I said before, was I want a masterpiece version of the toy that I had when I was a kid. While I was mentioning about, I prefer the toy decos mainly over the toon decos.
Yep.
Like That's my emotional attachment to the toy deco. But the third thing is, if I look at something and go, dude, that's cool. I need that. I need that. I really need that. And that was like I was mentioning the Craftsman toys, IDW Ultra Magnus. As soon as I saw the renders for that, I was like, bro, where's the pre-order button? Give me the pre-order button. You just got to get it.
100%. That's very cool. I love it. All right. Let's this is Hangman, by the way. When you start creating your class.
Yes.
Thank you to our chat.
Hangman was the fans hobby name for it. They're not brave enough to use the official names like the KO companies.
But that's sometimes the third parties will just go Red Fighter Jet Warrior. All right.
Yeah.
And then that's what I'll do. Look at these. Oh my god.
See,
That is gorgeous.
And if you want, so that Thunderclash is based off Power Master Optimus Prime. Again, this is fans hobby. So you get the mini cab, and then he turns into the chest, and the trailer turns into the bot. But if I wanted a Thunderclash, you can't get one. It's an old one that's disintegrated or a third party one. So,
Yeah.
And I think the fellow who commented from Christchurch who wanted a shout out, Alan, told me that was second one, so I managed to get two of those. He sold me one for a very nice price.
Well, he says he remembers it, and that's really, really cool.
It's because I gave him some free set when he dropped it off.
And how have you found the gold deco for these, like, and the paintwork in general?
Well, it depends what company. So, Fans Hobby here generally just coloured plastic with some paint.
Mm-hmm.
So with the gold on that one, it's plastic with gold paint. Whereas some other companies will fully paint their figures and then the paint chips off when you try and transform it because they probably don't want you to transform it.
Yeah. Very nice. The big boy.
Wow.
He's not that big.
No?
Is there a Bumblebee for scale? No, there isn't. So I left my glasses up because I'm like quite blind.
No, that's all right.
So I can see close out the bottom bit and distance out the top bit. That's Cyan Culture. Cyan Culture Vladivostok, which is their Metroplex.
Yeah.
Which that was probably 2-3 years ago it came out. And they're, I think, loosely associated with Magic Square, who did the Bruticus. And it's essentially just a 42 centimeter head to toe modern take on G1 Metroplex. It does what G1 Metroplex does. It looks like a G1 Metroplex. The alt mode look like a G1 Metroplex. And you also get Scamper and Six Shot and Six Shot. No, not Six Shot. What's he called? Sky.
Six gun.
Six gun.
Six Gun. Thank you. And the little tank. Which all, I mean, the Six Gun doesn't come apart like it did in the G1, but he turns into a turret that goes on the helipad. It's quite cool. But it's
what's the little Optimus you got on his shoulder?
Oh, that's the. Did you guys get those? Not the world's smallest Transformers, but they came on those little packs. Like these guys.
Yeah, I know the ones.
Yeah.
World's smallest toys.
That's the one. Yeah, world's smallest toys.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
I had those in the packet for ages, but when I got that guy, it was a good place to put him. Then took him on Optimus on Metroplex, and Metroplex can just heed the call when needed. With old Primary sitting on his shoulder.
Yeah,
nice.
And Slammer in the foreground.
That's it, Slammer.
Yep, Slammer the photograph, and he does have a very Russian name. He's a badass. I love that face sculpt. Face sculpt on him is wicked.
Yeah, his mouth opens as well, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
then
see Ian Culture still around because didn't they? I think they just released the Scorponok. Well, I've got a
Yeah.
Scorponok that was
So
released by them.
they released
so,
that. They did Scorponok, and they're doing
Yes.
The train bots. Raiden.
Yes. The Scorponok's really good because I've taken a combo of like the new one and the old one. So the chest is like the old G1 version, but
Yeah.
the engineering is very much from the new one.
Yeah,
It's really, really nice.
I've got the Cyan Culture one up there with
Yeah, I've got
a
it
couple of
at the top in
3D printed
Scorpion mode.
upgrades.
Yeah.
Interesting
Just prefer it
contrast
to the Earthrise.
legs with the white and the battle grey. It's an interesting deco.
It's cool though.
Yeah, very cool. And we got the bros. Speaking of bros,
Yeah, I know. Who doesn't love a Lamborghini Countess? Like, honestly.
Oh yeah.
You can't just not love that car. To the point where I've got... Oh, I bought too many side swipes. I got too many. But the one on the left is a Takara knockoff. So it's the proper Takara mold, the Sunstreaker.
Mhm.
Sunstreaker. Yeah. But it's a knockoff. So, and the one on the right is going to get replaced by everyone because it's the DX9 side swipe. It's a very clean robot mode, but some of the reportings are a bit out.
Yeah, right.
They've just released the fans toys version, which is everyone goes and buys that because they all love fans toys. But for me, he's one of those characters where I don't need the best version of him. I just need a representation on the shelf, and it's good enough for me. And the cool thing about that as well, with an Aussie reference, is a fella in Aussie. I think he might be in Adelaide actually. Who? The top of the shoulders on this figure uncovered basically. So there's you look where the pylons are, they're 3D printed pieces just to go over the top. So you're not seeing all the internal workings. And all the Americans were getting annoyed because he couldn't ship to America because of the tariffs. But being in New Zealand, they managed to get those for this, which finishes them off nicely.
Nice. Shout out to that Australian connection.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but it was cool.
Seekers.
Now, saying I like the toy look, but I don't know about you guys, but whenever I watch the G1 cartoon and one of the Seekers turn around and you saw his back, and then you look at your toy version of it, and like, that's not what it looks like. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
Like, I'm almost tempted to display them facing the wrong way around, so I can just look at the back of the figure and be like, "Man, that's what I always wanted."
That is fixing a long-term frustration for you.
Oh, I did, and I got the Starscream and Skywalk because they're a little upgrade kit that goes on the back. I got those when I got the figures, but Thundercrackers I was without that for probably 2.5 years, and I finally got it last year, and it was just the ultimate relief to finish the set. But those Deformation Space Seekers, which I think are the best Seekers.
Yeah, beautiful. This is Strafe.
Yeah, Bingo Toys. I don't know if anyone's heard of it.
He does look good. I've been holding up on the Bingo Toys.
He's very good. and this is another company that's almost changing the status quo of what you expect from a third-party figure. With Trans Toys being, like I said, being the king of the mountain and doing the same thing figure after figure, year after year.
Yep.
these guys are now just doing a bit extra, and it's not as expensive. Like a Fans Toys figure is going to be like for a Carbot, for example, you're looking $250, $260, or even $280, which say $250 Australian for a 6-inch Carbot. Whereas you get this guy for, I don't know, $120, and he's got the die cast that Fans Toys has got. He's got the good engineering, which the Fans Toys doesn't have. I mean, he's even got his. Where is it? I'm gonna have to show you this.
Yep.
You can.
Yeah. Okay.
So it gives me a minute to take the guns out of his hands to make it visible. But if you look at, I don't know if you can see the legs when you move the legs.
Oh, nice ratchets.
Oh, you could just stream ratchets, and everyone's going, "Oh,
Yeah. Satisfaction.
Is he doing it? No, he's not doing it."
Yeah.
Where is it? See that front thigh panel moves.
Oh.
You can't really see it, but that moves down as you bend the knee with the elbow.
Oh, nice.
See those little extra things that you get with a figure that you're just not expecting. It's just like sets that bar just a little bit higher. And just listen. Oh,
Yeah.
That is like crack plastic addict. That really is.
Right, isn't it?
Yeah, Taisha, 100%. So very, very cool. Oh, and you managed to take your profile picture in the time you were here. Skylink, she chucked the Skylinks up. That wasn't her profile picture before.
Skylinks. I don't have Skylinks.
So Computron they're doing at the moment, and is the next one Bruticus?
There's Bingo Toys are doing Computron.
Yeah, they've just
Green
announced
Star Toys have just released renders for a stylized Bruticus, which is a different company. But they're a stylized figure. They're kind of almost like they've done Devastator and they've done Superion, and they're almost like a cross between Bayverse and G1.
Yeah,
if that makes any sense. That's how I see them anyway.
I like their aesthetic a lot more. If anyone's there got a Skylinks, let us know, Taisha, what Skylinks you're chasing after. Maybe the people can help. Maybe the community can help. So let us know what Skylinks you're after, and maybe we can help you get a Grail tonight. And it's an epic collection. We gotta keep going because there's just so much. Speaking of, this is Blitzwing, and when you were talking about the bricks and the G1 Blitzwing, I love my G1 Blitzwing, but he had the little arms that came out this way.
I was so disappointed with that figure when I was a kid. I was like, oh, come on.
I still loved it though. It's a tank, it's a fighter jet. I could forgive
playing the jet mode was cool.
Yeah. It's so good. And the turret hanging underneath. I love the turret hanging underneath. That was really cool.
This one is not the Fans Toys. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not a fan of the Fans Toys. It's this company called Star Toys. So they're the same engineer did this as did the Skywalker and Thundercracker you showed just before. This came out 3 or 4 years ago, I think now. I can't remember. But I got this. And I think it was it Legacy Blitzwing? It would have been around about the time Legacy Blitzwing came out, which I've only ever once seen in a shop. And I remember doing my yearly stock take video and panning over, I think, the Combiner Wars or whatever Blitzwing it was. They're like, oh yeah, but Legacy Blitzwing's coming out this year. I hope it's good. I hope they do a good tank mode and a good jet mode. And then when they revealed it, oh man, I wasn't happy. That was not what I was looking for. And then these guys did this one, and I'm like, oh, I bought one at a time. transformed it into jet mode. Oh my god, transformed it into tank mode. Oh my god. Back into robot mode, and you've got a perfect bot mode, perfect jet mode, and a perfect tank. And usually you buy a triple changer, one mode always seems to suffer. It's not in this case. Every mode in this is mint.
Yeah.
There's no skibbly bits. Everything is tucked away. Like you look at that tank and you look at the jet, and you wouldn't think that jet turns into that tank. It does. And just the
So
magic
much
they
so-
used to make that
So much so that you bought
turret
three.
disappear is amazing.
Hmm.
So I ended up buying 3. Thankfully,
Wow.
thankfully they weren't expensive.
I mean, sometimes when you show bots in different modes, you'll actually go different companies for different
Yeah.
different interpretations of each mode. But to have that same bot cleanly transform into all 3 modes, that's epic.
It's-
And what's the
It is
undercarriage
epic.
of his fighter jet mode look like?
Say again?
What's the underside of the fighter
Oh,
jet mode?
it's clean. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Oh,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Mm.
I've noticed.
I do like you said, Gary. I tend to get like one of each company for the different modes. So I've got the
Yeah, right.
KFC,
Beautiful.
that one, and the
Yeah.
fans toys one,
Oh, it's
Oh, it's
big
all
too.
in their different modes.
oh, it's big,
So,
yeah.
That's
Oh,
nice.
picture.
Chunky. Yeah.
He gave him a friendly little pat. That's
Yeah.
Get back on your shelf.
All right, so
I do have the DX9 version, not the KFC.
Yeah. Skyisha wants to be the Skylings girl. So we had the Triptychon guy on in our chat before, Hodor, tuning in from the Netherlands. We might have the future Skylings girl in here. And yeah, man, go deep, go hard. If there's anything that we found out from the single character collector episode last week is that there is more to more than you meets the eye.
Yeah,
I tried to
100% with Triptychon guy. That was amazing.
Yeah, even down to the cereal boxes, and
Oh, it's just amazing.
so good, so good. Alrighty. Let's go into Inferno.
Again, that's nostalgia thingy. So that Inferno is a knockoff of Hasbro or Takara, and credit where credit is due. Takara nailed that Inferno mold. That is absolutely. It's a bit old now. The hands are a bit dated, but the rest of the figure's amazing, and the way they managed to hide the entire ladder inside his backpack. So,
Yeah, crazy.
sorry.
No, you're all right. You're developing
That's-
my skills here as
No, if you can see that, that's the back of it. So in there is a folded up ladder.
Oh wow.
It's not hanging off the back like it does off every other figure.
That's a magic trick, Mark Jones says.
It's just beautiful, amazing, and it just folds up, goes inside, and it's just so clean. So
Yeah, that's a fantastic.
Anti-Hasbro guy, shout out to Hasbro Takara. They did a fantastic job with the film.
Maybe they'll still talk to you at the Christmas picnic.
Oh no, probably not. They have all the other things that I've said. And yeah, go the Lambos, and that's the Overdrive, the Omnibot as well. The one in the front is an official Takara Transformer. Spin out, I think it is.
Mm.
That's 100% legit, official. I own something from Takara.
100% verified.
Dead
And then
Cube Sideswipe and X Transbox Overdrive or Override or whatever it's called.
Yep. Forever in car mode, that X Transbot.
At the moment, because I put him in car mode the other week and his foot fell off.
Oh no.
it's like a piece of metal shared. So yeah, go X Transbot. Oh, these
Constructicons.
guys. Yeah, man. MMC, Mastermind Creations. So in third party world at the moment, there is the Devastator Wars.
Yes.
So there, I don't know. I think there's like 6 or 7 companies who are making a Devastator all at the same time. Like, settle down, boys. One of you make one, and the rest of you make something else we want. You don't all need to be making a Devastator. So
I
the
think that
3 main
shows
companies.
how competitive it is, right? Between the main lines and the third parties is that this is going to be the thing. They're going to battle it out on each combiner. You can just see it, right?
Yeah.
And Devastator. It's not like he was shy of a version before. Like it's not
No.
like Devastator had never
Like
been done before.
you can't, if you're a Devastator fan, you would be just panicking right now, because if you're like, oh yeah, I'm the Devastator guy, I need to get every Devastator. Oh my god, that's like probably going to cost me about 20 grand in one go, because everyone's making one.
Easy, yeah.
So the ones I went with, so X Transbots and Fans Toys are the ones that are making the top of the line ones. So X Transbots, no thanks, out of the question. That all this is great, and
Yep.
Fans Toys one don't like the bot modes, because I kind of wanted them for bot modes. So I went with MMC, and the Scrapper on the right, he is probably my figure of the year so far.
Really?
I would honestly say that. And you kind of get that surprise from people, because everyone's very, I want the Fans Toys one, or I want the X Transbots one, and MMC gets overlooked because the combined mode is shorter than what the other companies are making, so it doesn't scale. But the bots do scale, and the bots are usually very, very well done. So I want these for the bot modes. And when I got that Scrapper, I was absolutely blown away with pretty much the transformation, to be honest. To start with, it was so logical. It was complex, but made sense, and you could just do it straight up without having to, oh, does this bit go here, or this bit go there? Or this bit goes here, or this bit must go there, and it's so easy to do. It's absolute black magic from MMC, how they managed to engineer that. Just amazing. Brilliant. But yeah, once they enough nice things about it, great. I can't wait for the rest of them.
Because I got to admit, like I've been watching a bit of the Devastators War coverage from various reviewers and other YouTube channels, and I haven't seen a lot about MMC.
No, you don't. You don't.
No.
And it's
How far are
someone,
they through? Sorry, how far are they through the set?
they're just 2 in so far.
Yep.
Which have both come out. Scrapper came out December, and Mixmaster came out probably February, March.
Okay.
So they generally do.
A little late to the party.
They were. They definitely were. And Fans Toys and X Transbots were trying to get them. I think they've both actually done them too quickly. You can see a lot of flaws in some of the figures where you think it's like you guys rushed it, and maybe you should have took a bit more time to make it better. But with MMC not making the same scaled combiners as Fans Toys and X Transbots, so they're kind of competing, but they're not, I guess. They're only really competing for bot modes or vehicle modes. And one of the things MMC do with their combiners is there's no parts forming. So with that Magic Square Bruticus I was showing you before, the bots basically fit into a shell. There's a chest piece, and one slot folds up and fits into that. Whereas
This one.
No, that's that's also an MMC one. So I'll give you an idea. So that's the chess piece for Magic Square, where you turn it around, you basically turn Onslaught into a box and hook him in the back.
Yeah, right.
So he doesn't actually form the chest; he just forms a box. Whereas the MC bots, they are all more like a traditional combiner, where you don't need to have parts forming parts to make the combiner.
Additional parts.
So the hands and the feet are part of the robots that make up the arms and the legs. And you saw with the D2 Bruticus, Onslaught was chest. Everything there is part of Onslaught. So with these guys, they're just everything's built in. So yeah. That's when I got Ratchet, and I wasn't really that impressed with Ratchet, so I added a picture at the end of my spiel about Ratchet saying, I'm over Ratchet, let's go back to Scrapper because he's awesome. And then Scrapper's just been awesome.
That could be Pose of the Year. Look at them. They're
if you
impressed.
look at Ratchet is actually smiling at him. Ratchet's quite impressed with Scrapper.
Yeah.
Well, I want me some Scrapper.
Ratchet likey. He does.
I just like, oh.
He's playing it cool. He's partying on the inside. That is.
But again, the posability of these things, you can do stuff like that. You can mess around with them. It's a bit fun as well.
We might have to keep that for our master deck. That particular picture, Miles. That's a good one. Oh, big boy.
Yeah, he's I don't know if you can see behind me, but he's one of my grails. I love Power Master Optimus Prime or God Jinrai or Super God Jinrai. To the point where I did buy 2 of those. So I've got them combined behind me, and then Power Master Prime and God Bomber next to each other. I just love that big, huge, chunky bot.
Yeah, very nice.
Those are different ones. So on the left is the Magic Square Legend Scale Power Master Prime called Superman. And next to the KO of the knockoff of the MPG Book Binrai. So I wasn't going to buy that MPG one, but then they made a knockoff of it. It's very, very cheap, not hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So
yeah. He's a good looking truck mode for Power Master. Did they fix some stuff? Did they fix some stuff when they did the KO?
I don't know about that one, to be honest, because I didn't really look too much into the official because I just was so confused. Like, I don't know. It's MPG, which is Masterpiece Getai, which is to do with like Japanese. Apparently, Japanese words to do with combining. I could be wrong, but that's what I learned. But it's not Masterpiece scale. It's mainline scale, but it's Masterpiece pricing at mainline scale, and I just couldn't. I can't work it out. Like the cab for that one is the front of the cab is the same size as a G1 Optimus Prime. When he's transformed and the cab's transformed into Jinrai or whatever he's called in the American one, it's the same size as the Studio 86 Optimus Prime. So I just couldn't quite work it out. But I
don't know if they've fully worked out what the MPG.
No, I don't think they have.
I think you're not the only one confused there. Talk us through this.
Because if it was bigger, it would have been really good.
Bumblebee is your go-to size comparison. Yeah, he's been in a few, hanging out with the lads.
Yeah, I won't make any comments to what that reminds me of. But it needs a couch.
There's starting to become a dark undertone to your collection and your posing. There's a seedy underside to it.
That's growing up in England, and it's the English filthy sense of humour, I guess.
We're blaming the Brits. If Andy from Transformers show is tuning in, this is your chance to redeem yourself. So who we got left to right? Who are the three big boys?
So God Bomber, Super Jinrai in the middle is God Bomber and Prime combined, and then Prime on the right. So Power Master, Prime, all from Fans Hobby. So the left and the right combined to make the middle one.
Yeah, so good, so good.
It's just one of those figures where you every now and then you get you have to get a figure which makes you go, my God, what is this?
Did you get the black version?
No, unfortunately not. We one thing we did in our Facebook group in New Zealand, we quite often have raffles, and the black one was up the prize in the raffle one weekend, and I didn't win.
I saw that. Let's give a little shout out to the Transformer Collectors New Zealand. It's not the earliest shout out, but Transformers Collectors New Zealand. How long has that group been going for?
Since October 2020. We still have a New Zealand action figures page.
Yep.
And I'm very narrow-minded when it comes to collecting. I don't care about your X-Men figures or your the I Joe figures. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
And you're scrolling through that and you're seeing everyone's X-Men figure, and man, I just want to see Transformers. So the other admin, Ken, did message me one day, so we make a group. And Ken is a guy who lives up in Auckland in the North Island, and he can import stuff for people. Yep. So when you can't find things, Ken will put a post up saying, "I'm going to get you guys this, and this," and cheers, mate, and we will get stuff off Ken. So kind of used that also to keep it as a Transformers group, and then to start selling stuff to the community for people who couldn't get hold of things. And it kind of snowballed from that. We did things just, like I say, have the raffles. We did charity auctions as well for Women's Refuge 2 years ago. I've done one for a while. And it's just turned into, there's no intention of doing this, but it just happened, like it's winged it basically, and it's turned into this pretty freaking cool local community of people who just hang out. I guess got the group chats, make posts and stuff, and there's so much good banter amongst like-minded people. Everyone shares when things are for sale, or shares their collections. Put stuff up for sale, people buy stuff off you, and it's taken a few years to weed out the bad apples. There's people who try and take advantage of it, but the last probably 3 or 4 years, out of the 6 that we've been a group, well, I've got to say I've met some pretty amazing people with some pretty amazing stories of how they've got to where they are in life and what makes them tick. And obviously, you can buy stuff off them, they can buy stuff off you as well, and you just you get to know people, and you just grow that community. And it's
from starting the show, I'm a member of quite a few Transformers communities, and big and small, and it's much like collecting. The size of the community doesn't give an indication of the culture of it, but TFNZ is a beautiful group. I love that. I saw for the first time that you were doing a raffle, and that caught my interest. I think that's a phenomenal thing. And
that was for what's in the picture basically, or that was one of the prizes, or the G1 Encore Fortress Maximus.
Yeah, and you said that you've done fundraising as well for.
Oh, we did once. For Women's Refuge, I think before Christmas one year, where people donated figures, everyone donated figures, and then we did auctions for them, and then the money went to Women's Refuge, which was cool.
That's wonderful.
We try and help out where we can. We've also had people in the group who've been in strife as well.
Yep.
And people have just jumped to help them.
Well, it's
gone above and beyond Transformers, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's a pathway, isn't it? It's a pathway of getting like-minded and supportive people together and going beyond what you collect.
Exactly.
We got a couple.
It opens your eyes to what people do.
Yeah, but thanks for
extremely
tuning in.
proud and protective of that group.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, when I approached you guys with the idea for this podcast and wanting to include New Zealand in this Australasian podcast, yeah, you guys were so supportive and so welcoming, and we always reference your posts. Any post we put up, your team is so they always participate. And they always have contribute, and we try and give you guys
definite love for the franchise and wanting to engage with it as well.
Yeah. As we do for other groups around the world, but yeah, TFNZ, shout out to you. We got Bucks tuning in for the first time. Welcome, Bucks. So nice to have you. And you're a proud member, and Aggie is also a proud member of Transformers New Zealand. So nice to have you here.
Okay,
we have some. So these are. They're not the same. They're not the same.
They're the same but different.
Same but different. Yeah.
Mm.
What do we got?
Fans Hobby Double Dealer. So you've got the Decepticon robot mode and the Autobot robot mode. So it's a quadruple changer. But they did two colours. So the Autobot one's got green wings and the Decepticon one's got the purple wings, because the wings make up the top of the missile launcher. So you have to get two.
I heard from Stelios for the first time in a while. It was just an audible sigh or moan when they came up. Stelios, would you like to add anything? Would you like to just leave it at that?
I just want to say I love the concept of Double Dealer.
He's awesome, isn't he?
Yeah. I have the Earthrise one, and it's a tremendous shame that they haven't done anything with that mold since Double Dealer, the Earthrise Double Dealer came out. It was just sort of a one and done thing.
It was a shame. Because they could have done what Fans Hobby did and did the G2 Stalker or the Machine Wars Soundwave.
Soundwave.
Which is I've got the Machine Wars Soundwave because they've done it. It's great. And I guess it's one thing the third party will do is that they make a unique mold and they will milk it with whatever they can. But that Earthrise Double Dealer, I remember getting that and being quite stoked with it, other than it didn't have the Target Master, and I ended up having to buy I bought an upgrade kit for that to cover the front of the vehicle in alt mode, so it covered the gaps. And it gave leg extensions as well, so it was more in proportion.
I got the upgrade kit for that one too. Yeah,
it does make a difference, I reckon, because it's a bit
I got the Target
leg.
Masters for it because they sold them as a 4-pack and with
I got the Target Masters too. Yeah. Well, the Target Masters were just
this to get that to get this.
Yeah. Like the Target Masters were just repainted from tapes that they already had for Soundwave. So I thought logically they would end up doing a Machine Wars Soundwave from that mold, and they still haven't.
No, and they did have a Target Master on that Siege Double Dealer. It had that little engine block you could pull out a little bit on the chest.
Yeah,
but not the same as a Target Master, as a Power Master.
No, not quite the same.
Good job, and thank you for explaining your involuntary moan there, Stelios. That's
Oh, there he is.
You've been on a roll with the double entendres tonight, Gary. Talking about my package.
I don't know. It's just a minute. Let's keep going here. Let's
move swiftly on.
let's move on.
So, I don't own that figure, and that's the figure I want.
Oh, that is
That's
gorgeous.
the Stalker repaint. Look at him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's your eyes. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Hurt your eyes in the best possible way.
Oh, it's just so nice.
Was he just previewed at TFCon Toronto?
No, he was released probably 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
But
right.
Glenn's probably do a 500 or 600 unit release with each TFCon that comes up. And they'll send a load to TFCon to sell, and then the leftovers will be sold to their website. And
Yeah.
so you got to get up at 3 a.m, get on the website and get it before it sells out. If it's one you think is going to be popular, like this one was.
So you've talked a little bit about like getting in from Show Z. What's it like? And we have challenges here in Australia, right? Like with with getting exclusives and some figures that just don't seem to make it to our side of the world, and we have to come up with creative means to get it. Yeah. So what is it like in the? I know third party is a bit different, but what's it generally like for your community in the retail scene? What's it like for you in the third party scene? Like, how are you? How do you go? How's it? What's the word? What's the logistics of it? Like, how hard do you have to work to build your collection in New Zealand?
So with mainline, mainline with say official, so that includes some of the MPG stuff and the missing link stuff, and the made to order items. We've got a shop in Auckland. I think they've now got one in Wellington called Vagabond Toys and Games.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a very, very patient young man called James Lee who works there, who keeps everyone informed of what's coming in. So
yeah, right.
We'll get, like, for example, that Seeker 4-pack, we're getting all the missing link stuff, but it's just coming through Vagabond, basically. So you get them at retail. You don't have to pay aftermarket prices for them, but you got to pre-order them.
Yeah.
So for the guys that are collecting those mainline ones, over the last probably couple of years, Vagabond is our go-to in New Zealand. It's the one shop. We do have other shops like your Walmarts and whatever called Farmers, stock called the Warehouse, and it's
everyone gets a bargain.
You don't know if you're going to get it, or you don't know if you're not. Are you going to get this wave? You might get wave 1 and they skip wave 2, and then another stock gets wave 3, and then the following year they get wave 1 from Siege or something stupid.
It's very peaceful.
What was it? The end of, was it Kingdom? The third one in the War Poseidon? Yeah, Kingdom. The Kingdom lies were coming out, and I walked into the warehouse to see what they had. And it was like the wave with the Siege reflector on the shelf. I'm like, man, what's going on? And I was like, oh, hang a minute, there's a ton of Siege reflectors, so I bought enough to make 2 more cameras. So there's hit and miss. With that though, so you guys use Pop Culture. We can use Pop Culture as well. Amazon Australia.
Yep.
JB Hi-Fi's starting to get Transformers. They started with the RoboSens. But it's now slowly. We've seen you guys have them for a while because we get the odd post. If I went on to JB Hi-Fi and I tried to order an Optimus and it wouldn't let me, wouldn't ship, and they're like, "Oh no, it's Australia," you know. EB Games closing down in New Zealand's been not so much of a big deal because you never trusted EB Games with pre-orders anyway, so no one really they're so desperate.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been like this. Like if people get really desperate, it's stuff like AliExpress or Big Bang Toy Store. You go, Robot Kingdom. I think what's the place in Singapore? I can't remember what it's called now. But people will go.
But how's the shipping go when you guys ship? You know, like shipping is
not good.
Yeah, shipping is you're basically paying for the bot twice in a lot of ways.
Which is
right?
why you go, like for me with third party as well, I'll go to SoZ because you pay $2 or $3 for shipping, and they don't charge them quietly. They don't charge GST. So you don't get that. We get charged 15% GST for like shopping in Amazon or Pop Culture or whatever. But with SoZ, you don't get that. You pay nothing for shipping, which saves you when if you buy a $200 figure. That's $30 GST, you know, save straight away. And SoZ used to be an AliExpress store. I remember, like 10 years ago, looking at AliExpress for like Combiner Wars stuff because I found places that had Combiner Wars stuff that I'd never seen. Stuff on SoZ, but it had ridiculous shipping. But then they went away and made up their own proper store. And it's probably a lifesaver for a lot of people in a lot of countries when it comes to third-party stuff. Because with Hasbro stuff, people tend to buy a lot of less expensive items. So you can buy 3 or 4 $30, $40 figures and at the bank. But with a third-party figure, you're buying you're buying less, but it costs more. So when you're buying something expensive, you look for every possible way you can save on that, if it's the GST or the shipping or whatever, or getting the points. So SoZ is just the go-to for that. It's brilliant. It's reliable. I mean, you get the after-sales service as well. So where is he? Big Transbot's override over there, whose leg broke off. He's going to get an after-sales request sent to SoZ, and they'll get his Stringbots to send me a replacement part.
Yeah, and that's where it's so important to have a tight-knit community as well locally, right? Because once the bots are on shore, you can move them around the community, and someone else in your local community can appreciate it. So that's just testament to the strength of that TFNZ community you built.
Oh, and people would share what they've got. I mean, I can't remember who said it the other. When you guys were doing the top 5 bots,
Mm-hmm.
I think it might have been Mikey was explaining one of his figures, and he said, "That's exactly what I wanted to do." And I was like, "Man, bingo, that's it." With all the different lines and all the different versions of trends, like even the official ones from G1 to Beast Wars and everything, all the way through to Age of the Primes, with third party, with knockoffs, with Masterpiece, with the smaller legend style stuff. There's all those different kind of collectors in the group, or in all the groups, and everyone seems to be excited to see what everyone else has got, whether it's something they collect or they don't collect. And I think that nailed it on the head with it. Does what I wanted to do is exactly how I look at my collection.
Yep.
And how, say, someone with a mainline collection will look at theirs, or a Beast Wars collection. And the fact we can all be on the same group and all enjoy each other's stuff, I think it's awesome.
Mikey, our wise old philosopher. Not everything he comes out with is gold. He made a questionable statement about where everyone in Australia comes from last week, but he has hit the nails on the head, right? Does what you want him to do. And he's heading to TF Nation. Jay for him.
Yeah, I'm very jealous of that, to be fair.
We are excited. He's going to pioneer for us. He's going to be our Burke and Wills. We're going to send him to the UK. He's going to do some exploring. He may or may not make it back in one piece. And then we can...
Depends where they're going in the UK.
Yeah. I want to give... It's very true. I want to give a shout out. We have to do a video game episode, I think, in the future. Spartan and Taisha came up with that. Fock, Scotty, you might have to lead the charge on that. My gaming knowledge is very restrained, purely because I tend to get lost in stuff, and if I go down that pathway, I may never come out of it. So, but I think we can definitely add a gaming and video games of Transformers retrospective into our future show lineup, and maybe we can get a game developer or someone in here. That would be fantastic.
There's definitely been a few.
Yeah. Oh, Hodor is back in the chat. Hodor, we found a Skylings girl. You can give us some tips in terms of building a single character collection. We have the that's not Thunderclash, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And what's his face? Boss? No.
Yep. Have I doubled up? I think I've doubled up here.
Hey, there's my boy.
Oh,
Hey.
No, he just needs to rip his arm off and start whacking things with it, like the cartoon or the comic or whatever it was.
It's pretty rad.
That jet mode is just sick. It's huge and it's like beautiful. And the headmaster can fit in the cockpit like the original too.
Very tidy. How many bots do you have multiple copies of? Oh.
I've got a shelf of Jetfires, a shelf of Star Sabers. Actually, I'm going to stop counting. I've got a few. My bad.
That's all right.
Honestly, some of them I regret getting. Like, say the Blitzwing, I regret. Much as I love having all three modes of Blitzwing.
Yep.
The one regret is I don't transform it anymore.
Yeah.
So you lose that part of them, which is 50% of what they are for me. So you kind of lose that, which is a bit disappointing. But there you go. There's Redwind and Darkwing. That's my, along with 8-Face, they're my childhood favourites. And was so happy to see, not long after going third party, fans will be announcing those two jets.
Yeah, they're very pretty.
If you look at them, they're just,
those acrylic stands for your fighter jets, by the way. Those acrylic stands are a nice little display.
Risers, just little risers to AliExpress, but the 8-Face and Snapdragon came with proper flight stands.
Yeah.
So, for you guys that haven't got your Leo Kaisers yet, that's the Iron Factory version for the Legend scale. He's only 25 centimeters tall.
Yeah.
But
how is that all?
Well, compared to the HasLab, yeah, 100%. And I was checking the Iron Factory group; they're very happy with
he is again another one of those just perfectly engineered figures. There's a lot of parts forming in it, but all the modes are perfect because of it, so you can't complain.
Do you have any issues with the tolerances with your Iron Factory?
I don't think so. I mean, I've only got Leo Kaiser because I saw that and was like, that's 6
boxes.
One of the boxes of, oh man, I need that. But I've noticed with Iron Factory, they have a lot of parts that aren't, they're already held together by friction and not glued together. So they can come off, but then they go back on again.
Yep. He's a good looking.
Great looking.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
And there's your Overlord from looking up before. So that jet is, I'm not gonna lie, it's quite big. I'll tell you.
It's huge. Yeah, it's deceptively large. The whole set. It's.
Wow.
So I've got him holding the Matrix. Like that's on my hand. And you put the
working treads as well.
Yeah. Put the Tiger Masters in there, or the Power Masters. They turn around. And Ratchet.
Oh wow.
That is a thing of beauty.
And then there's the size of that.
Yeah, that is menacing.
Yeah,
it's massive. Oh, I can hear ratchets.
Yes.
But that's part of the appeal. I remember you guys will probably remember when you're a kid and when you're really, really small, everything seemed bigger. And then when you get older, everything seems smaller.
Yeah.
These are kind of like...
I think if size, like if space wasn't such a factor, you'd find a lot more people collecting those big
Yeah, not
scale.
wrong. Yeah. A lot of people will say these fans hobby ones just... I got nowhere to put them.
Yeah. But if space wasn't a factor, oh my God, like, yeah.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, he's
It's
lovely.
gorgeous.
And the base mode is magnificent too.
I haven't
Just
actually
like it's
put
got
in
all the
base mode yet.
additions and everything to it.
Very nice.
Just like the G1 toy, you can pull out the claws and everything. Yeah, it's really nice.
It's got the little crane hooks and stuff which are stowed away on the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could make a
I had
double
the
base
old-
mode.
I had the old Titans Return one for a while. I picked that up from I think it was Universal Studios in Singapore or Hong Kong. Might have been Hong Kong, actually, one of the ones in Hong Kong. And I sold it some time ago, and I really regret it because it was a lovely toy.
It's a good figure.
Yep,
And the
got
Sky
reprinted as
Shadow.
the Sky Shadow,
He was. I reckon he was better than I.
Yeah.
But he was my favorite of the two. But great figures.
Yeah, I reckon if you want to get a new one and have them really do it justice, it's going to have to be a HasLab. It's because
because it needs to be big as well.
Overlord's massive. Yeah, it's got to be huge because Overlord's
the Titans Return one was good figure, but it needed to be bigger.
Yeah,
because Overlord was huge.
Yeah.
If you get the Takara Overlord, he comes with the Power Masters too.
Yeah,
right.
In two different heads for some reason.
The one reason I love Sky Shadow is he's like a mega sized duocon, and I really enjoy
exactly. He's like a big flywheels.
Yeah. When I saw them when I was a kid, some friend had them. I was just amazed at how the jet just jumped into the tank and popped.
Yeah, it was sick. My best mate had flywheels. I remember going over to his house and just absolutely loving it. Siege Sky Tread, which is flywheels.
Yep.
Probably I reckon was the most underrated Siege figure.
Absolutely.
I think that was an absolutely amazing figure in Siege.
Yeah.
It was in the first wave as well.
Yeah.
Bring us more duocons. Bring us more
duocons are the best. Yeah.
Sky Saber.
Yeah, man. That's my most recent acquisition was Victory Leo. This
is pretty cool.
That's up the top there. So that's about 50 centimeters from wingtip to wingtip, and about 55 centimeters full.
Yeah,
and it stands there, and I go, oh, I'm so happy I've got that. So
that's where those adjustable shelves come in handy because you can adjust.
Yeah, exactly. Hey. That Victory Leo was another one I used my Suzy points for. So I didn't pay for that. I got that for free.
No way. How many points did it take to get this bot for free?
Probably. I'm glad my wife's not in here at the moment.
We're only talking points, all right?
So it was about 300 and something New Zealand dollars, so maybe about 300 Aussie.
Wow.
Well, I had about 200 and something.
That's pretty deep.
200 of American dollars worth of points.
Yeah, that's pretty decent though. Like most point schemes, you get bugger all, right?
Oh, here we go. So I think I joined there. I've been there 5 years.
Yep.
Maybe 4 years, and I've saved $600 American.
Nice.
Points.
And you've totally saved that. That's total. and legitimate
Yeah,
savings.
that's all what I've
Wipe-
redeemed. Yeah, so 600 American.
That is an absolute saving.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously it's a complete saving and just disregard what we spent to get that saving.
It's just points. It's just points and time. Right? That's what it is. Yeah,
But I'd still probably spend what I spend on mainline on third party.
yeah.
I only need to buy a character one.
You're selective about what you do, and that's absolutely, like, you've got some big bots there, so you do have to be selective, right?
Yeah, well, that guy, he's give him yeah.
Yeah, go.
So that's my star saver. He's
Love that sword.
Look at that chrome.
Yeah,
that sword is like 35 centimeters long.
That's amazing.
He's just awesome. Awesome. So,
He's so good.
and that's the combined mode, you can see that.
Yeah. Oh, you can't miss him. You can't miss him.
Gazza, what's 35 centimeters in inches?
14 inches.
That's a big sword.
Does that suit the mood of tonight, Stelios? What do you reckon?
Oh, absolutely. Very much keeping with the theme.
From big sword to big tail, we got Scorponok. It's so shiny.
That's the again the Cyan culture Scorponok.
Yeah, very, very nice.
Which is almost like it's a modern version of the G1, but with the Earthrise type style to it. It does come with the original proper G1 head with the visor. That head is 3D printed, so it's got an Earthrise style head on it instead of the G1 head, so they can have the Lord Zarek, or whatever his name is, transformed into robot mode next to him as well. There's my boys.
And this is our penultimate
Master
shot
Force.
before we take a closer look at your collection. Master Force.
Yeah, Master Force is probably my favorite toy-wise season of Transformers. It's got everything apart from Ape Face and Jetfire in it. Which
What is it about the Master Force design that really kind of grabs you?
I love Headmasters. I love Target Masters. I love Power Masters.
Yeah,
I think Power Masters are probably some of my favorite because I love that gimmick of the little guy, especially with the Headmasters. You can go in the cockpit of the jet or the Target Master, going into the gun and then fitting onto the vehicle. And then it was, in this case, it was just more of the same. And then going into Pretenders as well with what's his face? I never remember his name. The guy in the back right.
Midhawk.
Yeah, Metal Hawk.
Metal Hawk. Oh man, every time So that Metal Hawk comes with a Pretender kit. So he actually turns into Pretender.
Yeah.
So you have, rather than fitting inside a shell, you just snap on parts of armor onto his body. He's Pretender. I think that's like, why did you guys do that? But thank you for doing that because that's so cool. Someone's actually made a proper Pretender. I've got a little up in my cupboard up there. There's a little box of all parts.
Who's the fembot in the middle?
So that's Minerva.
Minerva.
So Minerva got released as Nightbeat in America.
Yep.
But in Japan, Minerva was the first ever female Transformer to be made into a toy.
Yeah.
So we had RC and all that, but there was never any toy of RC. So she was the first female Transformers toy. And those three at the front of the Headmaster Juniors. So I kind of think of them like Inferno, Red Alert, and Power upgrades. Japanese versions. You got the fire truck.
let's go for a tour. Can you detach your phone and take us for a bit of a tour? I know we've gone through stuff in detail, but can you just take us on a fly through of your...
No, I don't know how to flip the camera, but never mind.
Well, I kindly remind people to like, subscribe, and share. That's not the right button. This is the right... No, that's not the right button. This is the right button here. Oh, yep. No, that's not it either. Which one is it? That one.
Yay.
Mikey, you abandoned me, and I don't know what button I'm pushing. You need to choose. Let's go.
Hey, Miles, is there a third-party headmaster jets of the Decepticons?
Of like Ape Face and Snapdragon.
No, the other three that are like
Werewolf, Mind Wipe, and
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah,
yeah.
Fans Toys.
Fans Toys.
yeah, right.
I was never a the only animal Transformers I like. Sorry guys, I don't like Beast Wars. The only animals I like is the Dinobots and the Insecticons. I don't care for anything else that turns into an animal. Sorry, it's not
I
a
didn't
jet
mean
or a
animal.
car.
I meant the jets. The
Yeah.
Scattershot and
Oh, they're the
Target Masters.
Target Masters. Yeah, so I've got Misfire.
Misfire, that's the one.
Yeah, but it fell to pieces, so I'm not getting Trigger Happy or Brainstorm.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm so annoyed about that because I really wanted those. They were some of the last Hasbro figures that I sold just because they were so cool.
Yeah, I've got the Hasbro set. I was really stoked to collect the three of them.
Yeah, they're sick, man. That Misfire, the Hasbro Misfire, is
to
this day still an awesome figure, and especially the Cora versions as well.
I want to display them hanging out by a fishing line one day, so they're off the roof. They'll look awesome.
You can also there's a port in the bottom, so you can add those cheap display stands. You can get like little flight stands you can get on AliExpress.
Yep, sweet. Sorry,
so you can have them. You can have them flying around. No, man, I love talking about those figures. They're awesome.
Yeah. Give us a look around, Miles.
Okay, so because I don't know how to turn the camera around.
That's all right.
It's your big Star Victory Saber. Very, very cool. Oh, that's my basic Star Saber shelf. I've got that guy there is an official Takara product. Not as anti-Hasbro as they've been made out to be. And then the Planet X, which is the IDW one, which Takara are doing, or MPG or whatever they're doing a version of that, which looks awesome. It's the better look of old Power Master Prime and God General and all that, and the little baby one, and the little dudes. And that's the MPG. He's tiny. So that's the Studio Series Prime.
Looks good.
Good for mainline collectors, but for a masterpiece collector, when your Optimus Prime is that big. So that's also that's the KO as well. KO of MPG Prime. That masterpiece one. This is a really good KO. It fixes all of the issues. And it's half the price. And then you've got a bigger one at the back. And they've also done a Scourge. So that's one thing the KOs do. They'll do the repaints that the Hasbro guys won't do. They've got Scourge there. And he is very shiny and scourgy. You can't forget. Someone was asking about the Seekers to start. So all my Seekers, I'm going to have them in jet wise. on the flight stands because I just love jets. But this company's starting to do all the repaints, the MPU company, so that's very hard for me to see. Sunstorm, and then that's a Storm as well. And then as you walk in as well, going back to my rail shelf. So, Darkwing, I remember buying this as a kid. That's how much I love this character. I still remember the day I walked into the shop to buy that. It cost me 10 British pounds. And then his brother in arms, Edwin. And there's your Misfire.
Oh.
Misfire is held together by Blue Tack. How is that
Ooh.
$200+ figure waiting for parts? I've got parts for it, and the parts that I got to fix the broken bit were broken.
Oh, no.
So beautiful jet mode though, but I just don't trust them enough to
That's a real shame.
spend the money on them. Very disappointing. And then you've got the Japanese versions, Buster and Hydra, Snapdragon, and there's the light stand attached to Apeface, but I don't know if you can see Apeface properly. This guy is big.
Yeah.
He's big. He's big, and he's sleek. And his cockpit lights up when you put the figure in and stuff like that. So it's just very, very cool. But for let's go up the top up there. You're talking about G2. There's your G2 Devi. Not Devi.
Lovely.
Rudicus. I've kind of done the eyes as well, because they're covered the eyes with red, because they had the clear plastic eyes. Minosaur and Devastator. The Minosaur has got a 3D printed upgrade kit. So the good thing about that is it's Scramble City. So you probably noticed I've got the leg box on the arms and the arm box on the legs. So it's kind of a point of difference to the G1 version, which is on the other side. So it's quite different and very bright. G2 Ramjet. And Jim Bao. I don't know if you guys have got any of you guys have got the Jim Bao Devastators? No? Oh, like everyone in New Zealand's got one, and as soon as you get someone saying, I've got the Jim Bao, someone says, get the upgrade kit, which is the extra legs and all that. It's like every post. But what I've done with these is these purple parts on this one are usually the proper Decepticon purple, and on the G1 colours they are this purple. So I've swapped all the purple bits off the G1 and transferred it to the G2. So the G1 version over here, I'm really trying to get this shot, has the correct colours. And if you can see Mixed Master down below, they're pretty much the same colour. So I'm keeping that guy as my combined mode Devastator. I'm not spending like maybe $2,000 on a Devastator. Not that. Doesn't seem worth it.
He's great though, that Jim Bao.
Oh, he is. He's one of the best value for money figures you can get. And then there's G1 Minosaur with the arms and legs in the right place, which also has 3D printed upgrade kit. Going back to me liking the toy deco, that's Make Toys Megatron, which is not the best figure, but he's got the G1 toy colours, the big black booties with the red inside stripes, and
Nice pose too.
he's got this. Yeah, that's my favourite favourite gun in the whole of Transformers. Especially when it's been... Was it Hugo? No, it wasn't. It's that guy's fault, wasn't it? Hot Rod. Hot Rod, the Decepticon spy. I'll be honest with you. When I was a kid, I wasn't fazed by Prime flying at all. Didn't bother me. I wasn't a fan.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm sorry if I said that out loud. I was all hell Megatron, all the way. That's the Ocular Max MMC G1 Brucus. Hang on, dog's in the way. Take the way, dog. Get a bit of...
Nice. He's so nice.
Very, very toy aesthetic looking. But not the best one, which is the Magic Square, but
I like him though.
I like that toy look. Because it does what I want it to do, which is what I want it to do, and it's myself. So that's the main thing.
As a famous party once said.
Yeah. And you got little Shockwave. So this is a Legend scale Shockwaves, which is like the core class robots.
Yep.
But basically, this is what a mini masterpiece is. When they say mini masterpiece, this is what they are.
Yeah, nice.
He's very small, but he does turn into a gun for Bruticus. So that's what he was.
Very cool.
And then there's the A-Team. Again, looking at, where is it? The back of these Seekers. Just so much better.
The back shot.
Yeah. Sorry about the dog has decided to go and sit where I want to be.
That's a nice Ravage.
That is
So
nice.
that's the MMC Ravage. That transforms into a proper size cassette.
Wow.
So the figure comes in a cassette holder,
Nice.
and the sleeve in the cassette folds out to be the instructions.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's like when it's just so cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very
All
nice.
of those MMC tapes are awesome, though.
I know.
Really, really well made.
I don't have the Rumble and Frenzy, unfortunately, but I've loved them.
I don't have the Rumble or Frenzy, but I did get the Enemy, so the red one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jealous.
So I've got a representation from them.
Claim.
I think it's a good one.
Claim.
Claim. It's claiming.
Claim. You got your cone heads as well, which are these are the masterpiece Seekers, which have been KO'd, but then the guys who've KO'd them have actually designed new wings and heads for them as well. So these are currently probably the best cone heads you can buy. And then there's that way. There's some of your Magic Square Bruticus bots, Shocky, and all that down there. And then, oh, here we go.
Wingman.
There we go.
My eyes.
Burning! Especially with this one.
Oh, they are gorgeous, though. They really are.
I really can't see what I'm doing, so
No, you're doing well.
You're
Good.
doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's doing it.
You're getting the
I'm going to
appreciation.
pick it up. I'm going to do a swoosh. There you go. Just a complete remold of Darkwing, but it's split tail. It's taken the tail fins off, and new nose cone and new intake covers and
Yep.
Predator missiles and all that. It still maintains the Tailmaster. That's the dullest of the lot. Next to the big guy. And then the purple one. If you can see that. Very cool. It's just, who would have thought, man? Someone would make these.
I love the cockpit too. The cockpit looks great.
Oh, it's cool. All the colours just work a treat. And then because I got my Minosaurs in with the upgrade kits, all the figures can be displayed separately.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
So there's also the,
Like the way
the
you've
little
got your
legend
box.
scale ones in there as well.
I like the way you've got your boxes behind them. That's really cool.
Yeah,
I was thinking that before, Josh. You've done well, and the white walls add a nice backdrop to it as well. You got a nice contrast.
like I was saying before, it's just I keep constantly changing things. And I think every time I change it, it feels better to me, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I did look at my video I did, my insurance video, which I do every year. I looked at some of the displays and they're just like, man, that looks crap.
Just on the boxes there, I can see Capone in the background.
Yeah.
Montana. Say hello to my little friend.
So they've all got the quotes from the gangsters, but then they've got one which is just straight drag strip.
What's it say?
So we got the drag strip and like, man, we're just going to call it drag strip. But these are quite stunning, these figures. Just going to bring them. There we go, Motor Master. And he comes with little stickers to go on the windows, so it looks like he's got cel-shaded windows.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's just, G2, man, is just so good. Someone's just...
Hello.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that one from?
Ooh.
It's so like.
From down the road, found it. Not telling you. What else we got? Oh, there's all those guys in there.
Those are orange.
That's the last X-Transports figure I actually bought. Scoop. Repaint of
those colours
Scrapper.
are beautiful, though, aren't they?
It comes with the double target masters.
Yeah.
The gun looks like Wolverine.
That's his other gun.
Yeah, nice.
Now, to give them credit, these double target master figures are like mini action figures.
Yeah.
They are superposable. I was very impressed with that, even though I'm not going to buy this stuff ever again.
You win some, you lose some.
What was, I think last other week you were talking about Giga Power Dinobots?
Yeah.
Which one do you need?
I need the Triceratops. I don't remember what they call them. I need the Triceratops. Oh!
Yeah.
Is that the chrome version?
Yeah.
Ah, I hate claim. You know, if you ever feel like your shelf is just lacking a little bit,
I said, if you want it, you got to come swim.
the Giga Powers are phenomenal.
Now we had a raffle for these. And I was like, yeah, should we do a raffle? We'll do the Giga Power Dinobots. And I paused for a minute, looked at how much they were, looked at the figures that I had to sell. Like, do we have to do a raffle? Why is that? Can I buy them, please? These were going to be a raffle prize, but I bought them.
If you ever want to just be like one down, you'll barely miss them, right? Like, these guys need their friend.
And it's so hard to get now as well, because they're basically out of production.
Yeah, he is the hardest. He's absolutely the hardest to get.
Not cheap either.
I'll tell you what, send them over. I'll just borrow them for a bit, and I'll send them back to you in 20 or 30 years.
It sounds 100% legit. I totally trust you. Sounds like a great idea. We'll send a box with an inflatable finger that goes like that.
Yeah. They are so. Yeah, the Chrome versions. The Chrome versions were the ones I like. That when I started collecting, and I was like, I want
They're so metallic.
the version of the Dinobots. They are just, but transformation. They're not ones you just transform back and forwards. The gigapowers.
You've got to do them properly, otherwise, if you slightly mistransform it, nothing goes together.
Yeah.
But they again going to the what I was saying about the toilet. That's the toilet versions right there.
Yep.
The shiny gold, silver,
Yeah.
red. Like, bang on, man. That's just what I wanted. But then this came out.
What are you going to show us?
This is don't like thinking.
Is this New Age?
That's a knockoff, an oversized knockoff of the Hasbro Grimlock, but in toy colours.
Yes.
Cool.
It's
That's
really cool,
beautiful.
man. It's so
Yeah.
old, it's so dated, but the colour scheme, man, it looks dope on the shelf, eh? It looks dope.
That only just came out recently, yeah?
Yeah, it would have been this year, possibly sometime.
That's a good
Very,
rep.
very cool.
That's a good rep of Grimlock, though.
It's strafe. There's another official one. Ultra Magnus. Official Hasbro Takara Transformer that I own. And I've even got a mainline figure.
Oh, really?
I bought that the other day and I was like, that looks cool. I'm going to stick him on Grimlock.
Yeah.
You even got a wheelie. Rewind. Oh, rewind. Wait, is he holding Blaster?
He's holding Blaster as you can. That's another one of the MMC. There you go. There's the other one. Rewind and eject. I don't remember which one's which. So they both also transform into a cassette,
Yeah,
basically a life-size cassette.
that's insane.
And there's there's your. I probably should have just left it on the shelf in the light. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
It's all good. Golden
That's
man.
the Beast. No, Machine Wars Soundwave
Mm.
with his
Nice.
Power Master Rat Bat.
Yeah.
My love for Jetfire shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
So there's a KO oversize of Siege Jetfire. This
Yep.
is about 20% bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's
Yeah,
also
I've
got
seen I can't remember his name, though.
a fills in
Yeah.
the case as
Ooh.
well.
Yeah, the bottom's different.
It does. It's a
Yeah.
big piece of metal that just covers the base, and also you can turn it into a flight stand.
Mm.
Little Valkyrie there. I don't know if you could see that at the back. The box.
On the stand. Oh, the box or the stand?
Box.
Is that the KO box?
Yeah, it is. It's really hard. I can't see what I'm doing, but it's basically the Jetfire box.
Yeah. Wow, they
It's
did
got
that
a-
back today.
It's got one of the knockoff Valkyries in it, that's a knockoff Valkyrie.
What's the one on the stand in flight mode, in alt mode?
That's a knockoff Valkyrie. So it's not a Transformer, it's like a knockoff Macross figure. And the flight
send me
stand
a link.
came with
I want
that
it.
one.
Claiming. Send me a link. I'll send you my
Um,
address. like
That's
that,
New
I like
Age
that.
Legends Jetfire. As well. And then Band Toys Phoenix. Oh, yeah, I did.
You didn't do a knee, did you?
He's the big one, this one.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Big jet.
Yeah, he was almost my first Fans Toys.
What the bloody dogs? Yeah, I guess this is my probably least favourite part of my collection is the G1 Autobots. I really just have. I never really had them as a kid. I had a few of them.
Yep.
The ones I have here are really just nostalgia factor. Okay. But everything else is just like, I never had them, but I just wouldn't mind a representation of them.
We like a representation.
So,
that's an epic collection, man. It's so
there's your
cool.
Optimus. Oh, look at the back. That scene in the movie where he does the jump and lands and starts shooting, and you see his back.
Yeah.
Again, I want it to look like that. Pathetic. Oh, you guys were talking about the transforming roller.
Yeah, yes.
Someone mentioned that. Yeah, Mod Fans roller.
Yeah, I mentioned him the other week.
I recommend this to anyone and everyone, just so they can have a transforming roller. Very, very cool.
Who made that?
Mod Fans is the company.
It's relatively cheap too for what it is.
Oh yeah, it was cost me $60, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not much at all. And you can get all the different. You can get the silver one.
Yeah.
You can get the green one as well. So yeah, or the green IDW one. I just want the blue one because it's a toy one.
Mate,
So yeah,
thanks
that's
for the
pretty much my stuff. Oh, yes. This will be where that Ultra Magnus is going to end up. The City Bot shelf.
Yeah. Nice little four.
I can't even see what I'm looking at. Oh, there we go.
There's Cerebros.
There's
Oh, wait,
another.
that Fans Toy Cerebros is huge.
But it is. So
Yeah.
that's well, the head's heading under there, but
Yeah.
you can see how this is going to turn into like a 1.5 meter robot. If that's how big the head is.
You're going to need a bigger shelf.
Yeah, you put a hole in the roof or something.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
that line
guys,
factory.
Yeah.
So you have an idea of size.
Tidy
Long.
combiner. Very tidy.
Along with the older one, which is the TFC Hades by Leo Kaiser. That's quite an old figure now.
Still impressive though.
But at least I've got my Leo Kaiser.
Jab.
It's like the stream stopped. What happened?
Jab cross.
And Leo Zach and Deathsaurus and yeah, so I guess that's pretty much my stuff. As you can see, it's like I did have quite a lot of mainline stuff over the years, but even though this room's fairly full, there's not many figures. There's probably less than 100 figures here.
Yeah.
I counted them the other week. Maybe just a little bit more.
But again, it's a collection that speaks to you and does what you want it to do. It doesn't
Exactly.
matter 100 or 50 or 20 or.
Oh no, but it goes to that like less is more. I mean, I think one analogy I remember talking to. I'm going to shout out Daniel Apanui from our Facebook group.
Yeah.
It was like, bro, how many Ratchets have you bought? And it was like, Siege Ratchet, Earthrise Ratchet, Studio Series Ratchet, the Dead Ratchet, whichever one that was. So that's like 5 Ratchets. So they're probably how much each? Like $50. So 5, 10, 50. $250 you spend on ratchets, and you have to keep buying a ratchet to keep buying a ratchet, you keep buying a ratchet to get a ratchet. Well, how about I just spend that $250 and get this ratchet, and that'll do it for me. I won't need another ratchet. He's even got a smiley face.
Yeah, and he's so happy to be there.
He's happy. Ratchet's happy. So that was my analogy. See,
And
one of the reasons how I justified its change. Yeah.
Yeah, neither is right or wrong, but
No.
it's what you want. And
then I guess one just before I probably wanting to go to bed as well soon.
well, you're up later than us.
Yeah, I know. One of the things I was looking for was perfection, and when it came to Siege, Earthrise, Legacy, they started to cut corners with a lot of the figures. There was a lot of hollow parts and like things like Sideswipe didn't have a spoiler. There's little things like that which weren't how I wanted it to be. So you end up spending, I need to get a spoiler, so you get a spoiler. I need to get the stickers, so you get the stickers. I need to get the upgrade kit to fill in the gaps. And $30 figure ended up being a $100 figure. So just this is the mainline figure I've kept, which is Studio Series 86 Jazz.
Nice.
So it's got fillers on the arms, fillers on the thighs. It's got new weapons, one for the shoulder cannon as well.
Yeah.
Toy hat stickers.
He's fully upgraded.
And man, fully upgraded. This thing is pretty bloody cool. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But I spent the same amount of money on this Jazz from Make Toys. So I might as well just get this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm spending $100 and whatever dollars on a figure. I might as well just get the finished product one to start with. So that's kind of one of the main reasons why I swapped. So not really anti-Hasbro. I still love seeing what everyone else has got and engaging with everyone else has got and living vicariously through them when they get new packages and open them up and see what's inside. But yeah, just not for me. It doesn't do what I wanted to do.
I love it, man. That's awesome. And he had some love from Aggie as well. You know, you helped him collect. You supported him, and you obviously.
And Alan is he's got. I've not seen his collection, but I've seen what you get in every time. And seriously, bro, half of your house, if not more, there's got to be Transformers everywhere. This dude's got every figure from every continuity ever. It's like, oh my god, you've literally got everything, bro.
Alan, you'll have to post
he's
in the group.
Top dude, works in the public health system as well, so he works bloody hard for his money. So yeah, big shout out to Alan.
Hey, Alan, nice work, my friend. Really, really nice work. And that is, it says, don't expose him.
I know where you live, even your new house.
Yeah. You can tell because there's a constant
But he hasn't been to my new house, so he doesn't know where I live.
There's a constant stream of packages heading to him.
Yeah.
Miles, I want to thank you so much for all that you do for your local community, for being part of our show, for staying up late and taking a day off work to be here, talking us through your love for your collection and taking us through your beautiful examples of bots. It's so lovely to see. I know the Transformers New Zealand community appreciates you, and just know that the global community appreciates your group as well. So we're very, very glad to have you on.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate that.
And we're looking forward in the future to having.
And they better appreciate me.
We do.
You do,
If
Mark.
not, if you just like throw me that Triceratops Gigapower and a couple other bots, I'll make sure you get full appreciation from the Australian
Okay.
community.
No problem.
You can go from there. It's such a pleasure. Have you had fun?
Yeah, man. I really like. I love sharing, whether it's listening or sharing with people, anything to do with the hobby. It's great. So to be able to share this with you guys and even if I've opened someone's eyes to like, oh wow, look at this. There's options.
Yeah.
The more you know, the more you know. So, and the better decisions you can make, which is probably don't buy that toy because it will lead to another one, and you'll have no money left. But honestly, yeah, it's been great. I really, really do appreciate you guys allowing me to rant for the last 2.5 hours. Thank you.
No, it's been an absolute pleasure. Coming up in future shows, we've got. I'm lining up Goro, who's a Transformers collector. He's also an investment specialist. So I've asked him to actually talk about the financial side and investments and approaching the hobby in a way that is fun and sustainable. And he's been collecting for a number of years as well. He's got a pretty decent collection himself, and he's been featured in media in Australia for his collection, and he knows money as well. So we want people to enjoy this hobby. We want it to be something that is productive and positive, and money definitely comes into it. But next week, I don't have the slide for it, but we have coming on from America Todd Douglas Bailey, Emmy Award-winning producer. He's working on a new feature-length documentary titled More Than Meets the Voice, and he's exploring the legacy of the Transformers film through the voice actors who brought these iconic characters of ours to life. And he has been working very hard to bring this documentary to life. And we're very excited to have him on board next week. He's going to be our guest next week, so please tune in for that. Tell your friends, because he is someone that is trying to bring light to the stories to these voice actors. Gave all our favorite G1 characters, who brought them all to life and gave them personality. And he's doing it at a time before we lose them forever. So Todd Douglas Bailey, he will be our guest next week, and we have an outstanding lineup. Thank you for your suggestions, crew, for a future episode on video games. The boys will remind me to put that into our lineup, and we will find suitable guests for that as well. Any final thoughts from Nefarious Clockwork, Z-Beam, or the Fock Weasel?
MMC Feral
good to
Rex
see your
smile.
collection is really, really impressive.
Not all at once.
Feral Rex.
Not all at once. Let's just. I know you all got thoughts. Let's start from the bottom up because we went top down before. Scotty, Fock Weasel, what do you got for us? Final thoughts.
I was just saying it was great to see your collection. It's really nice. It's got some really, really nice pieces.
I hope you got to see it because I had no idea what I was looking at when I was pointing that camera sideways.
No,
We also
it came
saw the
out really
underside
good.
of your chin. You got a really nice chin there as well. So we saw the underside of it. Z-Beam.
Feral Rex, have you got him?
Which one is he?
He's I think MMC made him. It's like a Predaking.
No, I don't have that, sorry.
That's
the one third-party thing that I'd probably break for, I reckon, because he looks so cool.
It was one of the earliest third-party combiners as well. So it was, and it's been KO'd too. It's been knocked off. So it's got to be good.
It's got to be good.
Oh no, it's knocked off and made bigger as well. I think from memory.
Yeah, oversized. Yeah. 100%. Stelios, Mr. Clockwork.
Well, the thing, I was a little hesitant about being involved in the episode tonight because I don't buy third-party figures, because they do tend to run a little bit more expensive than the mainline stuff. But I think the trade-off with that, as you've demonstrated with your collection, Miles, is that you kind of get to be a little bit more careful and selective about the figures you include in your collection. You know, you can look at a figure and say, okay, there's like 2 or 3 different versions of a particular character. This one does a particular thing, this one does it in a certain way, and you get to look at which version you want and say, that's the one I want for my collection, because that's the best one. That
Optimus Prime being a
everything.
classic example of that.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think it's really I was really quite impressed with your collection, because you've curated everything so beautifully, and you've got it all displayed so beautifully as well.
See, you're exactly the sort of person that I wanted to see this, because a lot of people will look at the price and think, no, I'm going to leave that alone, leave it to the side, and you don't really invest time or effort to look to what's going on, and you stick to what you know. But then if someone like me through this gets in your face and shows you what's there, it really does open your eyes to all the other options and possibilities that there is with Transformers collecting. It's not just go to Walmart and buy a deluxe figure off the shelf. There's so many ways you can do this. I mean, Crypticon guy, for example, look at him, some of the stuff he's got. So
Amazing.
I think stuff like this is great, that however we can expose the multiple ways that people collect to everyone then becomes more knowledgeable and has more options. It's great. It's just win-win.
Yeah.
And good on you for giving it a go, Stelios. And you know, I was talking to the panel about, you know,
we were suffering through it, but he made it.
Yeah. Well, we bring up different episodes, and a recurring theme I notice in the panel is which I try to get people out of, is like, oh, that's not my collection. You know, I don't know if I'll be any good on the panel. And my feedback is always, well, you don't have to come at it from a place of experience. You just come out of it at a place of curiosity. And, you know, you can just enjoy the ride and enjoy the journey. And, you know, even if it ends up not being something you want to collect at all, you can appreciate what that collection is and what that collector does, right? And
yeah, it's fascinating what people get up to in their own houses.
And if you like the odd interpretations, you were talking about Hearts of Steel right at the start of the episode, Stelios. The other thing about third party is that you get interpretations of your favorite bots that you wouldn't necessarily see otherwise. So Scott's Steamboat Willie Shockwave, like, you know, that's an amazing interpretation of it, but you'll never see it in a mainline, and it's so cool. It's so very, very cool, right? So it's great to see. It's great to see to have those third parties braving those interpretations as well, which is really, really cool. We want to thank everyone that took part in the show, in the groups and all of the Transformers groups across social media. Thank you to our guests in the chat, new and online. Hello to our Kiwi friends that'll be watching us in the morning and as they go through their workday. This should get you up to Smoko if you start right when you.
It should do, eh?
It should get you right up to Smoko. Thank you, and thank you to the additional people who subscribed during this episode. We appreciate you. We are that much closer to our next giveaway. Thank you, as always, to the good-looking gentlemen that are taking part in the podcast panel. We appreciate it. Just take the compliments, Stelios. It's okay. All right, and Miles,
I was.
we appreciate you. We appreciate you, and we're very grateful to be to have you with us. And we look forward to our next New Zealand guests as we continue to bring our part of the collecting world to the rest of the world. Good night, Jonas.
Yeah, cool.
See you next Sunday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Miles. See ya.
Kia ora.